Let us study chemistry together with CBSE Chemistry tips and tricks.
Convert the following into base units. First one is 28.7 picometer. Okay, we can try that question first. For doing this question, first of all, you must know what pico means 10 raised to minus 12. Micro, okay, second one is micro, 10 raised to minus 6. And third one is milli, right? Milli is what? Milli is 10 raised to minus 3. This you must know. I will say a simple trick, okay? Before moving to the numerical. Remember this. X into 1 by 1. So I multiply x with a fraction which is 1 by 1. You will definitely get x. All of you know this, right? That much easy thing. Now listen. Coming to the first question. 28.7 picometer. What is our task? Task is to convert picometer to basic unit. Picometer is definitely length. And what is the basic unit of length? That is meter. So our task is to convert picometer to meter. Okay. So what I have to do? Write 28.7 picometer is equal to 28.7 picometer. Now, see, our aim is to remove picometer. So, write that on the denominator. Okay. Now, our task is to convert it into what? Meter. Basic unit is what? Meter. For length, basic unit is meter. Write that on the numerator. Now, see, what is pico? Pico is 10 raised to minus 12. Write it on the numerator. Now, check. What we did? We multiply with 10 raised to minus 12 meter by picometer. 10 raised to minus 12 is picometer. So what we actually multiply 1 by 1. Correct? 1 by 1 doesn't make a change, right? Okay. Now listen. Pico I cut. Now what is left? 28.7 into 10 raised to minus 12 meter. That much easy. Very easy, right? So we got the answer. But sometimes, okay, teachers expect answer in scientific notation. So you can convert this figure into scientific notation. How? See, scientific notation means what? You have to bring the decimal point after the first non-zero number. So you have to bring the decimal point 1 point left. So divide the number with 10 for that purpose, right? So if you are dividing with 10, you have to multiply with 10. So by using this 10, we can shift decimal 1 point left. So what is that? 2.87 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 10 is what? Of course, 10 raised to minus 11 meter. Hope all of you understand. Now, next one. 15.15 microsecond. Okay, same pattern is equal to 15.15 microsecond. Correct? Now convert to what? Base unit. What is base unit? Second, right? Second. Okay, so we are supposed to remove microsecond. So write microsecond on the denominator. And we are supposed to convert to second. So you can write second on the numerator. And what is micro? Micro is 10 raised to minus 6. Correct. So we actually multiply with what? 10 raised to minus 6 micro. Same, right? Second, which means we multiply with 1 by 1. Okay, which doesn't make a change. Now microsecond cancel. You will get what? 15.15 into 10 raised to minus 6 second. So we got the answer. But again, sometimes teachers are expecting answer in scientific notation. What is scientific notation? You have to bring the decimal point after the first non-zero number, after 1 here, right? After 1. Okay, we can do that. See, 15.15 into 10 raised to minus 6. For bringing the decimal point, one number left. Okay, what you have to do? We have to divide with 10, right? Divide with 10. For bringing the decimal point, 1 position left. You have to divide by 10. So if you are dividing with 10, you have to multiply also with 10. Okay, now by using this 10, we can shift the decimal point. So it is 1.515. Now 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 is what? 10 raised to minus 5 second. Okay, right? Hope all of you understand. We are moving to the third question. Okay, what is that? 25365 milligram. Okay, milligram is what? What is the physical quantity? Mass. What is the SI unit? Base unit of mass? It is kg. So here we are converting mg to gram first, then gram to kilogram. Two-step process. Okay, not like first two questions that we did in a single step. Here we are following the same procedure but doing it in two steps. Okay, so what we can write? 25365 milligram is equal to 25365 milligram, correct? Now first task is removing mg, replacing with gram. So write mg on denominator and gram on the numerator. Now what is milli? Milli is 10 raised to minus 3, right? Okay, you can write that 10 raised to minus 3, correct? Now see, listen, mg you can cut, correct? We cut it completely, right? Now what is our next task? Next task is gram to kilogram. We are supposed to remove gram, right? Okay, remove gram. Gram on denominator and kilogram on the numerator. Okay, now what is kilo? Kilo is 10 raised to 3, right? See, kilo is 10 raised to 3. Write it on the denominator. Now check. Numerator you have kilo. Kilo is what? 10 raised to 3. Gram. Kilogram 10 raised to 3 gram. Both are same, right? So 1 by 1. No change, right? No change. Now cut gram and gram. Okay, now what is left? 25365 into 10 raised to minus 3 into. See, this 10 raised to 3 will go up. So it become what? 10 raised to minus 3 again. Kilogram. So what is that? 25365 into 10 raised to minus 6 kilogram. Now, if you want to represent it in scientific notation, we can do that also. So 25365.0, right? 0.0 into 10 raised to minus 6 kg. That we what got, right? Now see, for representing it in scientific notation, the point must be here after the first non-zero number. So how much positions you have to shift? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means dividing with what? Dividing with 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? If you divide with 10,000, you have to multiply also with 10,000. Correct? Okay. So by using this, we shift the position. Okay, so it becomes 2.5365. Now into 10 raised to minus 6 into what? 10 raised to what is this? 10 raised to 4. So what you will get? 2.5365 into 10 raised to minus 6 plus 4 minus 2. So we got the final answer. Correct? Check it. Hope all of you understand. See, here we are converting milligram to kilogram in two steps. First milligram to gram, then gram to kilogram.